Hi, I'm Melissa from the AC Library. In this video, I'll show you how to format your paper for the Chicago style. It's also called the Turabian style, using Google Docs. If you need help using Microsoft Word, check out those videos. Google Docs is available to everybody at AC through the AC Connect portal. Click on this button even if this isn't your computer. This just keeps the computer from thinking you're inactive and kicking you out when you're actually still working. Then log in with your usual AC Connect username and password. Get into your email, and then once you're in your account, click on this button to open up Google Apps and select Docs. If you've already worked on things in here, you'll see those documents down here under Recent, but to start fresh, select Blank. And by the way, Google Docs helps you out because it auto-saves everything you do. You don't have to hunt for that save button, it's got you covered. Now there are actually two types of the Chicago style, the bibliography style, which is more commonly used and is what I'll describe here, and the author date style, which is more like MLA and APA and is not typically required at AC. But be careful when you use programs and tools that help you set up your citations, and make sure that you pick the bibliography style. In the EBSCO databases, this is listed as the humanities version, which I'll show you later. Chicago doesn't require only one font and size. You can choose Times New Roman, which is the standard, the one that the other styles typically require, and what I'll use, but technically you can instead use Courier or Helvetica. The font size has to be between 10 and 12. I'll just use the more standard 12 here. Most of the paper needs to be double spaced. Use this button right here. Margins are supposed to be 1 inch all around, but for some reason Google Docs doesn't quite get this right when you set it to 1 inch, so use 0.75. Click on the menu tab File and then select Page Setup, and here's where you can enter 0.75 in each of these spots. Trust me, I've used a ruler, and this setting gets it right when you print your document. Chicago style usually includes a title page, but of course if your instructor says you don't need one, be sure to comply. What I'm explaining in this video is just general information. But here's a sample of what a title page would look like, with the title of your paper about 1/4 of the way down the page, and then about 3/4 of the way down, your name, then your class, such as History 1301, a colon, and then the name of your class, in this example, United States History 1. If you don't already know this information about your class, you can find it in Blackboard, right here, or in your syllabus, here. On the last line, include the date that you're submitting the paper. To check that you're placing the lines in about the right spots on your paper, you can use this zoom button and pick either 75% or 50%. You'll start your actual paper on the next page. Here's an example of what a first page should look like, and notice that this is the page that has the number 1 inserted in the top right corner. Use the header area of the document to insert page numbers. I find it easiest to just point my cursor to the very top of the page and then double click. Click on Insert, then hover over Page Number, and then select this one right here that shows a cover page with no page number, and then the next full page of the document beginning with the 1. Don't ever just type the number 1 on your first page. If you use this Insert Page Number feature, the system will automatically change all of your page numbers for you as your paper grows and changes. Okay, so now to get this number aligned correctly, change the line spacing to just single, and this will only affect this header area. And then hit Enter to move it down just a bit. Now click on this button to bump it over to the right side of the page. Finally, make sure this is set to Times New Roman 12 or whatever font and size you chose. Okay, that's all I'll show you in this video, but please watch the next one in this series where I'll show you how to insert footnotes.